Hello and welcome to day 943 in isolation. Just kidding, I think this is day 13 for me of social distancing and really taking things, responsibility to a new level. Sort of succumbed to the fact that a lot of the people in my household lost their jobs or have had to reconfigure things, and everyone's sort of living in that suspended state of, what's going to happen here? Should be interesting. And a lot of that is so fear-based because fear is so gripping, and when the reality is that I may not be able to pay my rent and or for the food that I need to eat, that becomes a sort of stark truth. And it comes in waves. So I wonder how you're doing today with your breathing. Have you done any deep clearing, cleansing breaths today and made sure that you stayed conscious of the things that you were thinking, the things that you were saying, the things that you're doing, how you're spending your time? Today I'm grateful because I got to go to work. I have one job that's left, so I'm down 95% of my work and able to do 5% of it. So that 5% today was, I'm grateful to be able to have that opportunity to go and do that and create some income for myself and have the blessing to be able to leave the house and in order to get that done. And it didn't take very long, and I have a great boyfriend and he helps me a lot, quite often. So it's great. We make a little adventure, if you will. So today, in this morning, waking up at 5 and feeling in that anxiety-ridden place immediately because of the intensity of things that are going on the planet, and it's sort of an easy place for me to go. It's habitual. I hang out in that fussy, weird, crazy place. My mom is calling me right now. Hi, Mom. I'm going to decline you right now because I'm talking to somebody else. I love you. And when I wake up in that state, uh, I'm already rigid. I'm already, sort of in that place of suspension on what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to happen. And so I try and become really conscious of that and come back to, okay, what do I want to be grateful for? And how do I want to shift my mind and my focus and my thoughts? And, after laying there for an hour of back and forth of how to do that successfully and then not so successfully in moment to moment captures, I decided to get up and do a card reading a little bit earlier than normal, or it has been, which felt good. I came and sat outside because it's literally the only place in my house that I can be alone where I'm not interrupting anybody else, because I live communally with my boyfriend, roommate, daughter, boyfriend, and granddaughter. So it's busy around here, and if I'm up early, I want to be quiet. So I was sitting outside, and although it was chilly this morning, not terribly cold, but chilly, I took in the crisp air, and I just made sure that I sat on the couch and I had enough blankets around me, and I made sure that I was covered and taken care of, and then I was able to feel that sort of level of gratitude that I was feeling for having a space to go to it all, being able to breathe in fresh air, be amongst my really cool fairy garden and my new garden of hope, our new garden of hope, where we're going to plant and harvest fresh vegetables and teach Mila how to grow. And so I've got all these things that are sort of looming and exciting, which is great. And sitting in this space, being able to take the deep breaths, being able to plug in my earphones and do a meditation with Eckhart Tolle, who is ridiculously cute with his little he thinks he's so funny, and I just love people who think they're so funny. It just is so great. And so he took me through, 13 minutes of sort of becoming present and giving me information, and I'm downloading that, and then I move into my card reading, and I'm now in a grounded and foundational place, and now I'm sitting in my space, and I'm just enjoying it instead of that rigidness, instead of that frenzy around what do I need to do, how do I stop this, the resistance of that. I'm in this pleasant, peace, calm place that I'm being called to more of. So, in today's reading, the first card that I picked is a duplicate. No surprises here for me. Light the Darkness. I pull this card quite often, and I think of my dad at times like this, that for me sort of started my conscious journey, where him and I who had not gotten along, excuse me, very well, excuse me, in my young adult life, all of a sudden we're able to mend our relationship, and the things that have come out of that are just profound healing for my family, and I'm very thankful for that. So what I read today, the small brightness of this fairy represents inspiration, the muse, the fire in the head. When we feel and see and know that connection to all is that is, when we are afire with inspiration ideas that flow to us and from us and within us, that we are restored to our true selves. We are creative beings. We are meant to be creative. We are meant to make a contribution, and we're meant to receive. And every single one of us has a gift and a contribution to make that matters. And it's up to us to find out what that is, to uncover that. And usually through deep wounding. So fun times. But the truth is, it's in there. So when I take the time to uncover and pull back the veil and take a look at something, just a little peek, and go, okay, so what's needed here is a whole lot more love. And so I get to raise my vibration and start to learn to love myself, because at some point in time, way back when, I made a decision that somehow that I was wrong and bad, that the world couldn't handle me, that I was too much to handle. And I started succumbing to giving away parts of me and living inauthentically to who I really am. And I wonder if you have had a similar experience to that. And it's time now to reclaim those things, to proclaim that it's okay to love me. I am worthy of love and acceptance. I have a gift to give away. I'm special. I'm unique. I am love. We are love. And as I see the love expand, like beyond measures, we are beyond borders. That's the cat rubbing the thing, sorry. Going crazy. Beyond borders. Beyond religions. Beyond race. Beyond sexuality. Beyond all the labels that we put on things over the years in order to fit into that category and claim it. And the truth is that those things are dissipating. And we're going to see, born out of this, and the ripple effect of this is long lasting. Depending on how we react right now in this moment. So what did you do today? What did you do today that brought you joy? What did you do today that brought you rest? What did you do today to be creative? What did you do today to feel love, to give and receive love? To yourself first. Expand that. What a great and a magnificent gift that would be. My faith has been tested at many times in my life. And there are things that have brought me to my knees and beyond. My world is obliterated, similar to how I'm feeling now on a global scale. That was my personal scale. Yet with focus and determination, with courage, with curiosity, with hope, and building faith, I got to stand up and pick up the pieces and start to put them back together. And got in tune with what was important to me, which was connecting with my family, eating as a family, sharing meals, and the things that I negated, growing food. Because up until this point in time, it's been a theory of then, somewhere in the distance. And now, truth be told, the wake-up call to the planet and the globe and all of humanity is real. And my answer to that is to be home, to be more quiet, to get more centered, balanced, grounded in the love that we are, and expand that on the planet, to be creative, to bring joy, to make sure that I feel these tears that fall down my face, that I feel the feelings. You know, today I had a really good cry, and I have no idea. There was a thought, a feeling, and off I went. And I honored that. I honored that because it's how I felt in the moment and it's what I needed. And releasing is part of this. And we need to do a lot of releasing, not only personally, but globally. And so my personal responsibility is to do that for myself first, invite others to do the same, and hope that we get to build the faith on the planet. I picked up this and painted it yesterday, and faith is so important. And the thing that expands is the thing that I give my attention to, my energy to. And so it's really easy to get caught up in that place of, oh my God, what's going on? We don't know what's going on. There's things that are happening. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I can, that crazy place, because it is a crazy making place. And we can sit there and we can stew there. And I'm choosing faith over fear. And every time I find myself in that fearful place, I remind myself, right, I am about faith. And how can I expand that list of faith today? What do I have faith in? And as I watch the global expansion of love on the planet, when I see people posting from all over the world that say, love is the answer. We are one love. Here is my love for the planet. It's an intention. And it matters. The second card was Acorn's Touch. Touch, exchange, connection, which is really funny in a time when we can't really touch each other. But this fairy man is inviting you to touch the world, to enter into a somatic relationship with the world around you, within you, to experience the vitality of life force that exists in everything, including you, including your body, which you may have a conflicting relationship with. I know I do. Fairies teach us to be vital, to be healthy. He reminds us that when we touch something, we are in communion with it. We are one. And how amazing is that? I'm thinking at a time when some of us can't touch anybody because we might be alone, isolated in our homes. You can touch somebody. You can touch yourself. When's the last time you ran your hand over the inside of your arm? It's very soft right here. It's very soft everywhere. Touch yourself with intention. If you don't get to touch anybody, touch yourself and feel what it feels like to be touched. Go pick up a rock, dig in the dirt, do something to touch and experience the texture that this life has. It's important. And at a time where you could be sad or angry or resentful that you're alone, you could also choose to deepen your relationship with yourself and the connection to all that is. And touch is a very important part of that. The last card that I pulled is called Fairy Tales, letting go, detachment, moving on. In a literal sense, part of that reading was about letting go of relationship, but I don't think that that's what's meant here. I think you must let go of anything that is currently suffocating, restricting, or dragging you down. While it is a difficult thing for you to do it you must. Please, one by one, take those burdens, anything that feels heavy, whose energy does not come from love, but from need, any demands, expectations that no longer meet your needs, and gently let them go. It is time to reestablish your own personal boundaries. Emotional freedom, lightness, and joy will then pour into you. Without this kind of clearing, you may feel you are carrying too much and are unable to see the path ahead of you. This card comes up when there are issues of addiction, overeating, unhealthful weight on the body, emotional issues from the past, guilt, a feeling of unworthiness, all loading you up and causing you to take tiny, painful steps on your journey. This is supposed to be easy. And yet, a lot of us make it really hard. I don't know. I'm not sure. Later, I'm busy. The frenziness of what we've known up until this point in time. And now we know something different. We can all feel it. We don't know what, It is unknown, and we have to trust the process and let it unfold. Feed the faith, grow the love. Be kind to yourself and others. Be kind to yourself first. I'm in the process of learning how to do that, and I invite you to do the same. So much love to you today and every day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Send love to the planet. It needs it.